Is it starting?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Now can people see why I'm sexist? It's like I get a lot of blowback from it from some quarters. But can't trust them. Can't trust them. Uh Want to be clear, if anyone calls me, I'll end the podcast. That's it. It's done. You lost. You got to go back to whatever other fucking thing you listen to. You're done. Done. That's
I
it.
feel so bad.
Yeah, you should. How about an on-air apology?
I'm so sorry. I feel so fucking bad. I feel so bad. It's like literally the worst thing I could have done. I feel so bad.
Don't worry, only 5 people texted me. I'm just kidding. No one texted me. That's my Google Voice number. Um. Well, I'm doing okay.
What a terrible way to start this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's last time it took us an hour, and this time you just immediately showed my telephone. But, but, but the stream must go on. How many? So I guess Bernie Sanders is streaming right now. Here's the thing
He's
about Bernie.
always streaming.
He's always streaming. The guy, he's a thought, is what he is.
Yeah.
Bernie has apparently. I'm watching his stream in the other window. I have like 8 Twitch accounts, all monetized. I pay South Koreans because they're.
Your video's all frozen. Oh boy. Brace, your video. Oh no! You guys. Why is this so hard? Why is it so hard? Oh my god. Hopefully he comes back. And ugh, there he is.
What's happening, baby? How you doing?
I don't know. Don't you keep leaving.
I didn't leave. You froze on the screen.
No,
Here's
you
the thing.
froze. Okay, we're
People,
both frozen.
this is the last time something like this will happen. I have a new computer I got because the bottom of my laptop fell off. And are you frozen right now? Or are you just doing a okay? And so after today, we will be hardwired from me to my high-speed modem. I have learned what an Ethernet cable is. I have figured out there's a hole to plug it in, which I thought was the HDMR hole. And it turns out there's like 6 holes in the back of the Ethernet, and you can just plug that bad boy in. Works better, I think.
That's what they say.
And people can hate on us for not knowing how to use computers, but you know what I've been doing while you've been learning the keyboard?
What?
Oh, fuck.
What?
Hello? Yeah, who's this? Come on, if you're going to do this, you got to be funny. Suck me off. Blocking that fucking number. Thank you, Liz. Block this caller. Oh, very cool. Getting a bunch of texts now, Liz. Fuck, dude. I probably got to change my number because our fucking autistic fans. No disrespect to autistic people. I said that. Oh, someone just sent me their nudes. That rocks. Respect. But deleting those 2 and blocking you as well. Not interested. Here's the thing, Liz. I am now going to have to change my number, and I'm not going to give the new one to you. In fact, you have to. What am I supposed to do? Go to the fucking Verizon? I don't even have Verizon. I don't know what I have. Okay?
Oh, I feel so bad.
I'm giving out your number. I'm going on to the menswear forums that our producer uses and giving out your number. Only fair. Eye for an eye. Biblical law, Liz. You are Catholic. What, now you're going to be mopey?
I just feel so fucking bad. I feel so bad. I don't know what to do, and I hate situations that I can't fix. and I feel awful. Like, I feel like really awful. And
Is there a way to set your iPhone to make it so that numbers that you don't have can't call you? I guess I would have figured that out already if that existed. Guys, listen to this. What if people ask me to reveal my hairline? It's a good one, baby. Widow's Peak. Suck me off. Yeah, I don't know. It's listen, I don't want, if someone gave me Mick Jagger's number, I wouldn't call him, right? You don't want to talk to me. I'm not going to talk to you. You call me, I'm not going to respond. You text me, I'm going to block your number. You're wasting your own time. Never going to happen. But I will figure out a way to forward all calls I get to you, Liz. I promise you that. I promise you that. Now, is this stream just going to be me talking because you feel too guilty?
no, I'm sorry. I'm just like, yeah, no. I'll be back in it. I'm sorry. God, fuck. I'm so mad.
You have to. So here's a lesson. Here, let's learn a lesson from this, okay? So I believe certain times before we've recorded, before we streamed, I've been like, damn, we should sound check. Today we did it. But previous times we were like, and you were like, we don't need to do that. And then today I was like, damn, you should turn that iMessage off. And then you were like,
what? You didn't do it. You didn't say that.
Okay. You're going to argue with me now?
I mean, you said it when we started recording.
Well, I didn't know it was on before we started. I'm not actually in your house. That was just an illusion in the glasses. Yeah. Let me continue.
Grace is always right. I'm always wrong. Okay.
There we go. That's all I wanted to hear. We are fine. We are. I'm
happy that a man is going to take over on technology. That's great.
But yeah, no, it's this is not wonderful news. I don't know what you been up to.
Now I'm like nothing. I don't know.
Well, as long as you have been causing.
What?
Brace hates women. Brace is being abusive. Brace is Yeah. Well, that's fine with me.
That's on your phone?
That's what? No. That's from the Twitch thing. I'm not.
These people. Don't be mean.
I'm being gaslit by our
Brace is being fine, by the way. I'm the one who fucked up. Don't get mad at him. I'm the one who fucked up.
Well, the thing is, they can only, really talk to me in the chat because I'm approachable. How are you doing? How are you doing on TP, Liz?
I'm fine with everything. You know me. I'm prepper. I've been prepping.
She has been preparing. Do you have MREs?
What's that?
Meals ready to eat. It's like army meals. It's like.
Oh no, I don't do any of that stuff.
I got a bunch of those down in the basement.
Weird.
Listen, yeah, it's hold on, I gotta just see something real quick. Why don't you talk for a second?
Okay. Yeah, I am like pretty well stocked and fine. I did go to the store like a couple days ago, just for kicks, and then promptly convinced myself that I had corona because I went to the store. So now I'm not gonna go to the store for a while and see how I do. But I have a ton of stuff, like not just like beans and that. That's like quarantine. Like if I have to like get into that stuff, I'll do that later. But I just have like real food stuff for now.
Yeah, I mean, I got.
Although I broke into the quarantine candy. That's almost.
I got a whole duck earlier today. Went to the store.
Duck?
I bought a duck. Never made duck. Gonna make a duck. Full duck.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know yet. It's in the freezer. I don't know. It took us a really long time to scrub down the groceries. No. Have you been doing that? We scrub down everything. This house is clean.
Yeah, I've been doing that with like boxes and stuff. I haven't been buying any like loose produce, just things that are in bags.
Yeah.
Which I don't love, but like.
I'll tell you what, I had some frozen spinach the other night. Here's the thing. I thought there was going to be like a national lockdown. I was looking at all these like right-wing guys' Twitter accounts earlier because I follow them because I'm secretly a Nazi. And I'm just kidding. I was looking at all these guys. I was like, how are they reacting to this? Like the Fuentes, those kind of dudes. They are not reacting well. I think this is hardwiring them a little bit.
What are they doing?
Because they're just like they're guys. Like so, they're like those guys, who were like alt right. Like some of them were in Identity Europa, whatever. And then that just turned out to be a total fucking mess. I mean, that makes the DSA convention look like, you know, the First International or something. Total mess, slobs, and they can't even stop themselves from Zeke Heiling, which is pathetic. It's easy, self-control. I never do it, and but they like their whole thing. They like Trump, but like they critique him a little bit because it's like, well, obviously Trump is like extremely cucked to Israel, right? And like, I think it's like, and the wall's not coming. It's just like whatever. Like all the shit that they like think he's gonna do. Like their weird fake Trump is like some people's weird fake Bernie, where they think like although Bernie is like more dangerous to bad people than Trump is. I mean, Trump.
Well, we were talking about that today. We were like, oh my god, look at all these like alt-right guys, or like alt-light, whatever you want to call it.
Like, well, they were alt-right. Now they're like alt-light, basically.
Yeah, being like, oh, we need a general strike. Oh, we need a debt jubilee. Oh, we need to actually take on Capitol. Like, how do we organize for that? And it's like, first of all, who's we?
Yes.
Where you been?
Motherfucker, you're the social media editor at the Daily Caller. What are you gonna do, dude? What are you gonna do? Call Tucker and be like,
I mean, that's the thing that I think is like really like clarifying is like all of these people. It's like Trump is just as cucked by the bankers as anyone else.
Well, yeah.
It's like, welcome to the fucking show, bro.
Absolutely. Your neat bucks aren't coming from Trump, dude. He's not giving it to you. He hasn't shed shit about. He's literally, and these guys were all freaking out today because Trump's like, you got to go back to work. I'm sorry. You need to go work at Hobby Lobby in order to make.
That's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen.
It's. I know what you're talking about. We can go into that in a second, but just these guys don't really think like that. They're like, this is like, we're going to do this. And it's like, it's weird to be just like extremely just like obsessed, not obsessed, but just like hoist your, like drape yourself in this guy for like years and be like, he's our guy, whatever. And then it's just like, your guy gives billions of dollars to Israel. Your guy is like not even he's like not even that good at being he's racist, but he's like cucked racist or whatever in these guys' mind. Like he's just like he's not doing a race war or whatever.
Right.
And like he doesn't like care about like he like hates anyways. But like he's not racist enough for them. And then he also is just like he's like not coming along on their fucking bullshit little right populist economic bullshit. And it's like, it's so false because it's like, motherfucker, your movement has been dedicated to destroying organized labor literally since like the 1800s. And it's like, you can't just like do a switchums now and pretend like, what are you going to do, dude? You going to go down to the Union Hall, fucking Mr. Daily Caller?
I mean, I think it's just like, I mean, I think it's good that they're realizing this, I guess. But I mean, I'm also like, all of these guys, I don't know. I always have this same kind of like critique about a lot of these kind of more like dissident right, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's like, like like Moldbug is blogging again or whatever. I haven't read the like new thing he posted or whatever. But I mean, I read when he was like blogging back. I mean, that was like so long ago. That was like 8 years ago or whatever when his blog was a thing. Remember? And it's like, they're all kind of I mean, he does a good job of like getting things clear in people's head where they remember it. Do you know what I mean? Like his concept of the cathedral or whatever. But these are not new. Yeah. Like, that's not a new analysis or whatever. And it's like
Raymond Carver thought of it.
What?
Raymond Carver thought of it.
No, but I just mean like, it's the same thing with, these guys now where they're like, well, wait a second. Like, how is power coalescing around Capitol and they don't care about workers? It's like, bro, Where have you been? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, it's like, it's so weird. It's like, dude, do you really fucking think, like, Mr. Daily Caller motherfucker, like, do you really think that, like, what workers are you talking about, dude? You and your fucking dumbass, like, fucking little, I don't know if Nancy boy is a homophobic slur. If it is, pretend I didn't say it or I said something that's not homophobic. If it isn't, then we're good. Your little Nancy boy bow tie motherfucker friends have been like dedicated to this, like to the not only the division of the working class among races, but like just like the destruction of organized labor. It's like you are like the like populist wing of a liberal movement. Like you are
Right.
in the liberal
Well, it's
movement.
also like a really good question when you've got these guys on there calling for like a general strike. Which is like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost the same. It's the same like as a lot of the like, wishful dreams of some DSA people. I would say where it's like, cool, how and with what institutions, and
Mhm.
like you don't just like get something trending and then people just decide not to go to work. Like that's not a general strike. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. It's like, dude, that's not. It's also, it's like, what is your like? I mean, granted, like in the past, some very important general strikes have happened spontaneously, but famously, spontaneity is not like what we're supposed to be about because it doesn't work. The reason that those specific strikes were sometimes successful, I'm talking about ones in 1905, 1917, were because there was a large organized and disciplined party that could like exploit them, basically, which exploit, by the way, not always a bad word. Um, and what is there now, dude? Again, you work at Daily Caller. What is Identity Europa gonna fucking go out there with your bullshit little pageantry and be like, guys, it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. You guys literally, like, nobody gives a fuck about your, people give a fuck less about your Julius Evola bullshit than they give a fuck about, like, so some socialist alternative guy preaching Trotsky at them. It's not like, we do not have the right historical conditions. You know what's going to be? It's going to be just a lot of people out of work and like nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Or they're going to like, because like, here's the thing. I ask you this, dear listeners, like, will you go to, if Trump tells you to go to work on March 30th, are you fucking going to Hobby Lobby? Hell no. I mean, you might have to. You probably will have to. But it's like a lot of people won't.
Yeah, I mean, I also think that like, I mean, that's the thing. So I was telling you, and I said this on Twitter today, is that like with Trump talking about people going back to work, like, first of all, where are they going
Yeah.
back to work?
Yeah.
So like, because in my mind, I'm like, okay, like so many industries are like gonna go under.
Yeah.
Like I keep thinking about like Las Vegas, and I'm
I
just
call it
like,
lost wages.
what?
I call it lost wages on account of the gambling industry there.
Yes. Very clever. But no, it's like, okay, so like what's going to happen to the casinos? Who's going to the casinos? Who's going to the shows? Who's going to all, like there's so many, like unemployment, and we had talked about this, or I mentioned this on the show, has like cascading effects throughout the economy, right? Mass unemployment particularly, especially like acute effects, regionally. And this idea that like where's the demand for industry gonna come from? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like if I say they put on some sort of lion ape show at the casino. What's the casino? I just went to Reno. Anyway,
Caesar's Palace.
at Caesar's Palace. Say Caesar's is having another lion show after the great tragedy of I can't even say their names, Siegfried and Roy. Two heroes.
Did you start watching the Tiger movie yet?
No, I haven't. I started watching the other night, but about me and TV. I watched 5 minutes and then
I know. I kind of fell asleep. I have to start it over again.
But I hear it's
cool.
Yeah.
I hope that. Oop! Don't tell me if he's not. By the way, I've only seen 5 minutes.
I've literally seen 15 minutes.
No, I'm talking to the people watching.
Oh yeah, don't spoil. Come on. She's just a young girl. You don't know. She doesn't know any better. So you say you have the fucking casino opens at Harrah's, and you got the tiger and the ape show. Okay, well, the Tiger and the Ape Trainer, they're back in business. They're ready to rock. The people who are fucking doing the show, the ushers, etc., ready to rock. You're talking about Joe Schmo here working at fucking I don't know, working at Sports Basement in the outskirts of Las Vegas. I'm not going to the show.
Yeah.
I don't have extra money. I was just out of work for 2 weeks. My boss didn't give me any fucking money. Government didn't give me bullshit. I'm literally low on money, and now I have to work in an environment where I'm like, damn, my friends will die or my parents will die. That's the other thing. Imagine, so what if you, like many of, I'm sure, our listeners, and maybe people I know, you live with your fucking old ass parents. You can't go to work.
Yeah. I mean, people will.
For sure people will. That's the thing.
But I guess my point is, like, I don't think that, first of all, it's going to come down to the governors, right? The governors are going to make the decision about whether or not people go back to work, and the mayors, right?
Yeah.
And in what sectors. I mean, it is sort of funny, the kind of like ad hoc rationalizations for what is essential and what's not essential. And that's breaking down, you know, I mean, obviously, in some very clear class lines. But, you know, I wonder what, like, work from home communities would think about, like, garbage not being an essential, you know, job. Right?
Yeah.
But you know, that's a side point. But it feels more like what Trump, and because there was like an onslaught of all of this news, like through the weekend, and it was like all these like all the same like right wing guys started saying the same, like a memo fucking went out. You know what I mean?
Every publication, The Hill, I can't remember all fucking weird pedo publications.
You know, it's like all the guys at, you know, Brookings and Hoover and whatever, they're all saying the same thing. And you know, I think that it had more to do with kind of trying to juice the market. I mean, you know, maybe not to like, maybe it's not even like a pump and dump situation, but it's more like just to stabilize things.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, like,
well, now line goes up again, right?
Yeah, line went up today. There was a big rally.
And I'll tell you what, when that line goes up, this line goes up. The only way I can achieve tumescence is via watching the Dow Jones Industrial line. Go on, continue.
No, I just mean like, you know, the federal government isn't going to force people back to work, because that's going to come down to like regional choices. Like Cuomo, like, look, the situation in New York City is fucking is like not good. It's really bad.
It's bad. New Lombardy, you might as well.
Kind of. You know, maybe there's like something about Italians. I don't know. Just kidding. But yeah, like they're not gonna. I don't know. Like, so I just wouldn't be surprised if most of it was like a bunch of talking points to like, you know, calm investor fears, which was like, oh, don't worry, people will be, you know, we're not going to have demand collapse, which is basically the situation we're facing, let alone 30-40% unemployment. So I don't know. That's just my suspicion. That's my little theory.
Yeah, I honestly can't tell, because I keep hearing Great Depression, blah, blah. I have no idea what it would look like if everyone went back to work tomorrow, right? And like,
well, a lot of people just lost jobs too. It's like restaurants are going to open. Like, it's just to go. There's not going to be waitresses. You know what I mean?
But then, like, in a bunch of places in the country, I think what the thinking is from people who are actually like cucked enough to really believe this is that like, for some reason it's only in the big cities, and that it won't spread to like the rural areas. But that's not going to happen. My fucking dad lives in a rural fucking area, and people have it out there, and he went and got tested today. Tested negative because he has a fever. But also amazing that you can get tested out there and not tested in San Francisco. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be good, but it's like, it's just funny to see like the reaction from like Trump allies who like can see the situation, but like don't get like how big of a fucking like I don't know, bitch for capital he is. And so it's like, it just boggles my mind that people think he's on their side. And like, yeah, he probably is like trying to like, juice the market or whatever. But like, he also, people like believe what he says and like are going to go to work and think it's cool. Like, there's still a ton of people who like believe his original shit about how like it's not a big problem or anything like that.
I know.
So yeah, I don't know. It's I can't wait personally. Personally, I'm at work right now. I'm on the damn Twitch stream. Yeah, I don't know. It's hold on, I gotta close the window. It's cold in here now.
Oh, my heater's going. Is it raining over there?
It briefly rains. It rained for like 5 minutes earlier, just enough to dissuade me from my afternoon constitutional. But hold on, I'm looking for my cell phone charger. But where the fuck is this thing? It stopped. It stopped raining.
It's been going on and off here. What did you do today?
I read. I went on Street Fight.
Did
podcast. Yeah, me and Brian do a show like, hold on, here it is. Me and Brian do a show like once a month, and I don't know. We just like talk. I don't know. I don't know. People like listen to it, I guess. We just talked for like an hour. So I did that earlier today, and I read a little bit of a book. Read a lot of bit of a book, and I was gonna take a walk. Didn't take a walk. I don't know. Went to the grocery store. That took a long time.
Oh yeah. Did you get geared up?
Dude, I got so fucking geared up. I got the mask on because you know I got mask. So the other thing is funny is that remember when everyone was like, don't get masks because they don't even work, and besides hospitals need them anyways. Like all those articles that were like, those were a psyop.
What, that they don't work?
Yeah, they do work.
Of course they work.
They obviously work. Even if they just stop you from putting your little thumb in your fucking mouth, they work.
Yeah, they don't work, which is why all the Japanese and Chinese and all Asian tourists have been wearing them for 20 years.
Exactly, because they fucking work. It's ridiculous. So of course, I got them. I got a box of masks in my basement. I got all the gloves.
But you have them from the fires, don't you?
Oh yeah, but I also have them. I have like a whole. Do you know how prepared I was? In terms of gear for this crisis?
Tell me.
Amazing.
Will you run down what you did?
What's up?
Run down the list of what you did.
Well, first off, I already got the gloves because my last job, I had to wear gloves for every day for 2 years all day. Does not great for your hands, but I had to wear a little blue plastic gloves all day, or latex, whatever. I got the box of masks. Okay, yes. I also have. That's pretty much all the gear I have. I have tactical raincoat. I am, of course, heavily armed. I have a large amount of entertainment options for me, an entire library, and I'm also immune to all disease.
That's not true.
No, it's Jews are known for being healthy, so we can't get sick. That's why everyone hates us so much because they're like, these guys never get cancer. What's up with that? You're more prepared than I am, especially in terms of food.
I mean, I think I started before you guys, but we were kind of on it at the same time. Or we.
Well, every time I talk to you and we'd like read more about it, like just even shit in China, you'd be like, I'm going to the store. Like, I think I need to get more. So like every time, dear listeners, every time I spoke to Ms. Franzak for like a month, and we share articles quite often with each other via text message, and she would freak out and go to the store again, which fair enough,
I still feel like I don't have enough.
Dude, I am so like, I've been seeing like, so that record label Sacred Bones? Remember them? There's like Blank Dogs, all that kind of shit.
Yeah. Oh my God, remember that? Wow, remember Blank Dogs?
So I wrote, actually, Blank Dogs, for those of you who don't know, was like a sort of synthy band from like the early 2000s. And I had a column in a music magazine where I did just a totally made up interview with the guy.
I fucking remember this.
Yes, it was, well, the guy we're cool now. Mike Sniper, he shoulder checked me at the knockout, and I was like, I'll give him that. Yeah,
I think I went to that show.
What's up?
I think I went to that show.
That might have been, yeah, you probably did. That was like that was our milieu. It also was the knockout, so you definitely there. But well, I'm sorry, you didn't go there often. But anyways, that record label, Sacred Bones, posted a RIP post for somebody. I was like, damn, did this motherfucker die of corona? I can't tell. It's not someone I know.
Whoa.
But I was just like, it's either that or the guy killed himself or OD'd. But it's like the fact that I don't know. I tried to look it up, and like it's just like now it's starting to like trickle in as you see reports of not yet people I know, but like friends of friends or family members or like through secondary or third connections, people dying.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to happen a lot more. If you live in New York City, the Big Apple, why don't you make yourself comfortable at home?
Yeah,
Do not go.
Please don't leave your house.
Like that's the thing is, I think a lot of people still aren't taking it seriously, and they're like, well, I can go like hang out with like, Puke Bucket and Chumley if we keep 6 feet from each other and just like only piece cigs, like, we tear a little bit off the filter so we're not exactly sharing on our mouths. But I wouldn't even do that, man. You gotta learn to love yourself during these times. You should start live streaming, is my recommendation to people.
Been still hearing a lot from I tweeted something today that because I think this is I don't know, this has been my experience. I'm curious what people listening or watching, I forgot that they're watching, also think is I feel like there's been a real lack of reporting, like in terms of like what's going on the ground. Do you know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of reporting about what's going on in the hospitals or what's going on in various cities. Like there's a lot of information about the federal government, Orange Man bad, and like, whatever the governors are doing at any given time. And also, of course, like nurses speaking out as much as they can about the lack of PPE.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of like, I don't know. I feel like I don't really have a handle on what's going on the ground in New York City or what's going on the ground in Seattle. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, it's weird. I've been talking to that firefighter. I got to message him back. This guy, firefighter from Seattle, like DM'd us a while ago, and I was talking to him, and he was talking about a lack of protective equipment. I do know that the city of San Francisco just got 1 million masks, so I'm pretty tuned into what's happening here. But Seattle is sort of still just like a mystery. I mean, it's like I do know actually somebody who just came here from Seattle, so I'll talk to him. But it's I don't know. I'm just focused on New York because, I posted that graph or someone posted that graph earlier today, just comparing cases in New York and deaths, which is really also what we should look at in New York and the Bay Area. And obviously New York is bigger than San Francisco, but the Bay Area has millions and millions and millions and millions of people in it. And there are a lot of cases here. And it's just not even comparable. And they went onto lockdown like way after we did. I mean, in terms of like, going day by day. Because de Blasio cucked it. I saw de Blasio when I was in Reno.
Where?
I just did my like Bernie turf and I was fucking dropping it off. And I go in the office. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's this freak? And he's standing there giving a speech. I'm like, I thought for 2 seconds, I'm like, damn, should I listen to Bill de Blasio talk? And then I was like, no, I would rather do literally any other thing in Reno than listen to fucking Bill de Blasio say one word. And there was like 20 people there. I could have kissed him and made the news.
The reason why Cuomo waited so long was because de Blasio fucking said it first. And he was like, we got to shut everything down. And Cuomo didn't like that.
No.
So then Cuomo was like, no, we got it. It's fine. And then he just attended to New Rochelle or whatever it's called. And the city needed to be shut down way long ago. I mean, they didn't even shut down fucking Broadway.
I know, and that's and they did shut down Broadway the day that I said they should shut down Broadway. Where you going?
I gotta plug my phone in.
Oh. So this is what someone's saying. Folks are not taking things seriously in Seattle. Housemate is an EMT here, and I'm a clinician. Okay. Folks still walking out and about, going on runs, and swarming the Cherry Tree Quad at UW, it's University of Washington. Health workers don't have enough protection. There's not a consistent source of news and direction. That is from C.S. Wolf. That's the thing is, that's something I've really noticed a lot, is that there doesn't seem, I think that's why people are glomming onto that fucking decrepit freak Andrew Cuomo so much, even though he's horrible to look at.
He's so awful, but he's the only one going on TV.
Could you imagine Andrew Cuomo eating pussy? Just like,
oh, Breeze.
Like ravioli. Somehow he would eat pussy like it's raviolis or something. Just
stop it! Stop it!
So this person says Seattle is weird vibes. Hospitals are 1 to 3 days from being fucked. That is something that I've really noticed as well. Is that people, I think, stop taking it seriously because they're like, well, it's not that crazy yet. But like next week or this week is the week that it's going to get crazy.
Yeah, that's sort of what from what I know, that's what they're expecting down on the peninsula, San Jose, Stanford area, etc.
Mm-hmm.
I just think, wait, can we go back to Cuomo for a second? So, like, I think that everyone is, like, enamored with him. You froze up again. Ah. I'll come back. God damn it. You guys, I hate this. There you are. Come back. Brace. Everything is terrible today. There you are.
What happened?
I don't know.
There's people saying the stream isn't working too.
Really?
Are we back to streaming?
We should be.
Twitch is, I don't know. I can't tell. How do people look at this chat? We're investigating issues with stream showing as offline. Do not investigate this stream. So apparently
the stream is offline?
The word is, no, I think we're going right now. I'm looking at you actually in the past. This is crazy. Listeners, check this out. There's a bit of a delay between us being filmed and what's going on in your little telephone there. So I'm living in the future. You're living in the past. But yeah, please don't investigate this stream. I did read that it is okay to show off semi-automatic firearms if you don't do it in a threatening way, which is easy. I'm a sweetheart. It's no problem for me. But yeah.
Okay, wait. So I was talking about Cuomo. So one thing I want to say is just that, like, everyone, all the, like, resistance and everyone kind of resistance curious.
Mm-hmm. Keep talking. I'm trying to make you focus. I read somewhere like 4 years ago that I might be misremembering that if you go like this and pull back, it focuses with you. That does not seem to be. There we go.
There's your little face.
Wave again.
So, but all these people are like, oh, Cuomo, he's like a real leader. Oh, look what he's doing. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But like, no, first of all, you're wrong. You're stupid and you're dumb.
Absolutely.
Because Cuomo, like I said, he waited to act because he didn't like that de Blasio was challenging what he was doing. And he's fucking petty. And he's got, political aspirations. He wants to be in the White House. And the people that he brought onto his task force are like BlackRock Financial. It's like terrible people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Awful.
Why is it being all funny?
What happened?
I don't know. There we're back.
Sorry, I was looking at. I looked up 5G. When did 5G come to New York City? Are we still on?
Yeah, I just feel bad. Everyone is like, I'm sorry, you guys. We're really trying.
What's the problem?
Just it keeps being buggy and like freezing and.
How the fuck is that our fault?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not a big gamer.
I'm literally sitting in front of my computer, not touching anything. How can anything happen? That's the thing. I don't understand. If we don't touch the computer, why would the computer break? So it's not our fault. It's a bug in the system. It's, I don't like, I don't like this. I dislike robots. I dislike computers. I dislike animated things, drawings, etc.
Oh, people are saying it's Twitch's servers. That makes me feel better. I'm gonna just blame all my problems on the servers. That's gonna be my new thing. So
That's what I do at
one
restaurants.
thing that is one of my favorite hobbies, quarantine or otherwise, is coming up with new catchphrases. Because you know I love a catchphrase.
I know you love a catchphrase.
And so my new one that I said on Twitter is, "Hey, get with the program." I think that's a good one. So it's
Get
just
with
like,
the program is your catchphrase?
well, it's kind of vintage. It's a throwback.
All right, so you're
So
bringing
it's
back.
like, yeah, hey, get with the program.
You got to do it like that. You got to give them a physical thing too.
Hey, get with the program.
Get with the program.
So it's like, you know, like if you're on a walk and you see people not practicing social distance, you say, hey, get with the program.
What I've been doing is I've been like, excuse me, sir, how about a hug? That's my catch. How about a hug?
Because you're testing them. Because if they say yes, you say no. Get with the program.
Get with the program. There we go. So back to Cuomo real quick. Is I think that people are glomming. The reason people are fucking sucking that guy's withered dick so much is because he's doing these daily press briefings. He's got the charts behind him. He's being like responsive on Twitter. He's flirting with his brother, which a lot of Americans really enjoy. It's a throwback to our days as Englishmen.
He's on MSNBC, right? The brother?
I think he's on CNN. I have no idea. I don't know. Only times I've ever seen those are at the gym, and I ain't going there that much. But because I'm banned for sexual harassment. It's not because I don't work out. But it's like I think people see this like this guy who's responsive and he's not Trump and he like seems more like on top of it. But like, dude, he was saying the same shit as Trump was saying. He had that little triangle of like, when are we going back to work? How are we going to be healthy? It's like they I remember last week when people were like, damn, the Republicans are going to outflank the Dems to the left and give everyone $1,000. First of all, giving someone money is not a fucking left-wing program, like in and of itself. And don't be mind cucked into thinking it is. Fucking Saudi Arabia is the fucking worker state.
Did you read that piece I sent you or no?
I didn't read it. Summarize it for me. I've been busy.
It's interesting. It was like it basically was it's a British guy. I can't remember who. I think he's maybe affiliated with that podcast, the Alpha Bunga Bunga, I think. But I can't remember. Germans. What's that?
Some Germans.
They're all over. They're a bunch of internationalists. Globalists.
Yeah, I'm a nationalist. I love Israel.
But he was saying that like, what we're seeing now is he kind of called it disaster socialism, which was interesting, and that like basically the neoliberal order had already been hollowed out, and like what was coming out of it was actually somehow even worse. And so what you're seeing is actually, and what's required for this disaster isn't, this is what he was saying, isn't a mobilization of workers, but the opposite. It's a complete demobilization. And there needs to be
what's required for who? Required for like our side or their side?
No, required to keep the state functioning in this crisis is that we actually like the entire labor force has to be demobilized, which is a total like kind of mind fuck a little bit. And so that's where you see like cash payments, UBI, and all of this come in, which has nothing to do with democratizing labor power or democratizing the way that society and the economy is planned for, but actually the opposite, right? It requires even less, but with a full-throated demand on the state to actually be more authoritarian in the benefits it's giving.
That's what's so wild is like the demand right now is give me $1 million to stay at home till summer, right? But like now we're basically arguing with fucking all these goddamn freaks that like we don't want to go to work. You know, my work, because I do work in a job. I work a straight job too. Well, not really, but I work there. That shit's canceled for the foreseeable future,
Are you
and I'm
doing
like,
phone call stuff?
what's up?
Are you doing it on the phone or anything? Any tele stuff?
No, we can't. I actually don't know how. Because I got a friend in a place up the hill here. It's like a rehab thing, and he's like, it's super weird here because it's like we all know we're about to get fucking coronavirus. Because those places are really shittily staffed.
Yeah. I know. I talked to some people. I was doing like volunteer work with some like elderly, you know, like outreach groups.
Mm-hmm.
And the situation at nursing homes is like really not great.
Yeah,
Just in terms
yeah,
of like people preparing themselves, let alone just like the like precautions that a lot of places are having to take, which also like so many of those places are, I don't know, I know you don't watch TV, but I'm sure a lot of people watched Better Call Saul, and like so many nursing homes are fucking insurance grifts and like really take advantage of a lot of people. And like the idea that all of them are taking the proper and spending the money to take the proper precautions,
they're not.
and they're, it's like these health aides don't even get paid that well, depending on
No,
what the
they really
facility
don't.
is. And you've got a lot of elderly people that I've spoken to, that it's like they just are getting their, and I'm sure the people you've talked to as well, it's like they're just getting their mind around the fact that if it comes, that's it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little. So the way this is like playing out, just the way I'm seeing, because I used to volunteer at this fucking Alzheimer's place, and they gave me a job hanging out with old people. We did like a writing class. I went in there twice a week. We would like write stories and stuff like that. It was really fun. I did it for like 4 years, but until pretty recently, because the grant money ran out and they couldn't pay me anymore. And then I didn't have enough time I had to work my regular 2 other jobs. So fuck, I don't have enough time to volunteer there. But right now we're trying to put my stepmother in a spot right now. My parents moved out of the Bay a while ago because they couldn't afford it anymore. And my dad wanted to retire. He's old as shit, very old, diabetic, fucking heart stint, everything you can name. Doesn't take care of himself. I mean, he does. I love him a lot. But my stepmom has like a kind of rare kind of Alzheimer's that like makes her, I don't know, it makes her do stuff that's not great. Like it's like trying to find help for her, or like trying to find, because they moved somewhere that's cheap for that. But like it's really difficult right now because they have a guy that comes in for like a few hours a day and helps out like a few days a week with her, and he has a fever right now, right? And like if we want to, like, it's like my dad has to stay inside the house. He's in his mid-70s. It's like I got old parents. It's scary because my dad came down with a fever the other day. I was texting you about that. He does not have corona. He did a drive-through test, but it's like I don't know, like, dude, I don't know dude, if they were in a home or something, like, fuck, man, like, even where they are right now, literally in their own home, like in a rural area that's like not dense at all, I'm still freaked out because it's like my dad has to go to the store. I know he's not gonna fucking wear gloves or a mask. He doesn't have either of those things.
Can you send him some?
What's up?
Can you send him some?
Yes, I could. I'll do that.
Okay.
I know he still won't wear them. I just
He might,
but
he might in a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, I don't know. The situation with old people is not great. I mean, we saw how that first sort of little plague ripped through that nursing home in Washington. Not wonderful.
I know. Well, that's the big fear. I know. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
And Biden has it.
I mean, okay, let's get off the depressing talk for a second.
Yeah, let's talk about the presumptive nominee.
So, I haven't watched like the full interview, but so I saw like one clip, and it was like when he was like, talking about Trump, and he's like, he's a yo-yo. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then there were all these other clips, and I was like, I've already seen it. But then I clicked another one, and it was like even crazier than the other one.
It's wild. And it's like, I saw one of the worst posters of all time, A Gray B, that like he's like a guy who's just like, he got on the Chapo brain hook in like 2016, and it's just like he thinks politics revolves around like Will Menaker, and so sees everything through that lens of like.
Wait,
people
which
trying
guy is this?
A Gray B.
Oh, he hates me.
Oh yeah, they all hate you, baby, because they love you.
No, they think I'm a big dum dum. Which one? Duh. Hello.
Yeah,
That's like
we're
my
not
brand.
smart.
Yeah, that's like my brand.
Here's the thing: we are not grad students. We're not even regular students.
Yeah.
I didn't even go to. I went to community college. That's true for a second, but I did a lot of heroin there.
Yeah, I don't know. These people try to own me with like, oh, she's so ditzy and dumb. It's like, yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Hey.
What? It's like
get with the program.
That's like own someone for being handsome.
Hey.
It's like
get with the program.
Exactly. Ridiculous. Oh, Brace is too cool of chest hair, just the right amount, not too much, not too little. You can't mistake him for a Greek, but also he's clearly has some Eastern European blood in it. Okay. Jewish.
Yeah, they get mad at me for hating on Obama, which I've like, that's like the most fucking cuck shit ever, man.
If you are cucked for Barack Hussein Obama in 2020, then brother, I cannot help you. Yeah. I cannot help you. I will pray for you. I will pray for you in each of the Abrahamic religions different ways. But I can help you firsthand? No, I cannot. I can offer you a hug and a kiss when I get corona.
Anyway, okay, so what were they saying about Biden?
So they were just like, well, Biden's wife and
Dr. Joe Biden.
So no, his ex-wife and his well, I don't know if is your dead wife, ex-wife, his dead wife and his dead son died. And they're like, well, he's talking about these families and this is so personal to him because of his own loss that he kept choking up. And I'm like, dude, he's not choking up with tears. He's not being like, Trump's a yo-yo and then weeping. My God. It's
I swear, okay, so I know that like one guy, there was like that one joker who did a like fake-o what?
Oh, nothing. My friend texted me to flip him the bird, so.
Oh. There was that one joker who keeps making those fake posts that are really funny, like, oh, like there was that one that was like, I have to sign an NDA, but I was asked to go to a funeral in Delaware. It was like really funny. But he did another one that was like, what's up with this huge bump on Biden's head? And it was like, and it was so good. But like, I swear I was watching, I don't know if this is like visual jokery trickery, but when I was watching those clips, I was like, wait, is that a big bump on his head? Like I kept seeing it.
Well, he has had like...
So that's like a full green screen, right?
So everyone keeps saying that. I don't think so, because it's like that looks like why would they do a green screen? Like his house is probably...
Because they're in the basement of the Denver airport.
Okay, yeah, I'm listening. Yeah,
safe house, away from Corona. And Jane home.
It looks just because I think people are saying that because the bookshelves are big, and I'm like, yeah, dude, rich people have big shit. Like,
no. People were saying it because they said the lighting was different, and like the border and outline on his shoulders was like kind of blurry. That made it look like it was green screen.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm gonna say something a little bit controversial. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's cool to be like a Biden truther. I think with Biden, what you see is what you get. And that's the whole premise of no malarkey. Right?
All right.
It's like, you don't have to be a truther. The man's decomposing on stage. There's nothing to truth about. There's no conspiracy. His eyeball fell out on national television. I don't know.
His teeth fell out, for God's sake.
He bit his wife's hand. Yeah. So, there's no truther.
Check this out. Who am I? Joe
I
Biden.
don't like this. I hate fake teeth. I hate fake teeth. No, I really don't like it. Do you have the Austin Powers ones?
This is for my viewers. For those of you who don't know,
No, you froze on me again. God damn it. You guys, I really like that you're still bearing with us. Ugh. God damn it. He'll be back. He's coming back. He always comes back.
what did you touch? I saw you touch the computer. What did you touch?
I didn't touch anything. I'm touching my phone. I'm looking at the chat. I didn't. I'm far away. Look, I go like this, and I'm not even touching my computer.
Whoa!
I'm far away.
You do not get to make that. You do not get to make that gesture, young lady.
Look, I do it. Look, I'm not even touching my computer. You're frozen again. Ugh. This sucks. You guys. I'm not trying to break anything. Please be nice. We're trying our best. You know, we don't know how to do this, and we're just trying our best. Try Zoom. I don't want to do Zoom. I don't like saying Zoom. He's not back. Where are you? Please come back. Oh my God. I don't know what to say. Please. No. I guess it's my internet. What? No. Mm-mm. I don't know who this is. Okay, I'm gonna pause the stream and be right back. Don't go away.